in the last few classes, we got an idea about the perimeter of square, rectangle and circles. We could easily understand and calculate the boundary of these figures. Now today we are going to discuss the topic area. Area means the region inside a closed figure. We call it an area. So today I'll teach you area of square and rectangle. Okay, so please pay attention on the board. Thank you so much. In all, I think we had some 3 classes of this perimeter topic. You can go to the description of this video. You can go to the end screen templates after the video or the I buttons which come in between this video on this top. You can see them over here floating, right? So you can have access to all the videos under the different playlist I have created. Feel motivated, keep yourself motivated. Self-motivation is the only way out. Nobody can motivate anybody if we are not self-motivated at all. Right? So be happy always. Stop complaining. Start working. Just keep working. That is it. Okay? So let's move on to the board and start the class now. Thank you.
So welcome class. Once again I have a sincere request with you all that please watch all the videos till the end so that you do not miss any idea, any trick or any basic, any fundamental, any concept, and you can understand better, right? So today we are going to discuss area of rectangle and a square. So as you see on the board, I have drawn a rectangle, a square, and I have mentioned the unit system also, right? So we have the first figure, a rectangle ABCD, whose length is L and whose breadth is B. So we will write area ABCD is equal to length into breadth, that is L into B, square units. Now why do we say square units? Because length will be in meters, breadth will also be in meters. We will get meter square. If length is in centimeter, breadth is in centimeter, we again get centimeter square. Same way we can have millimeter square or kilometer square. That's why we write square units, right? So area is always calculated in square units. The area which we are considering here is the space between A, B, C, D, the closed figure, right? Now if we have to calculate the length, we can easily equate length is equal to area by breadth. Same way breadth can be calculated as area divided by length. Got it? Now let's see the square. We have a square PQRS. In a square all the sides are equal. So on the same lines, if we want to calculate the area, we will write PQ into QR, that is A into A, which means side into side. So we will have area of square is equal to side squared, that is side into side, right? Units will be the same, centimeter square, meter square, kilometer square, millimeter square, and take care that whatever quantities you are multiplying, both or all the quantities should have the same units, right? Now try to understand this unit system very carefully. It is a very easy system. We take the reference as meter, right? Meter is a standard unit. So we will have some units which will be smaller than meter and some units which will be bigger than meter, right? So smaller than meter are decimeter, centimeter and millimeter. Bigger than meter are decameter, hectometer and kilometer, right? Simple way to understand this is, we have a difference of 10 in between the consecutive units, right? We can learn all the units in terms of meter, right? So first I will tell you about the smaller units. So in 1 meter we have 10 decimeter, or we have 100 centimeters, or we have 1000 millimeters, right? So 1 meter is equal to 10 decimeter is equal to 100 centimeters is equal to 1000 millimeters, right? Similarly, we can say that kilometer is bigger than meter. So 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters, 1 hectometer is equal to 100 meters, and 1 decameter is equal to 10 meters, right? So you can learn it any way, any convenient way which you feel like learning. Just keep in mind that there is a difference of 10 in between these units. So accordingly, you can learn them. I hope you got it. Now let me solve some questions for you so that you get a good idea about the area of the rectangle and the square, right? The first question says, find the area of a rectangle whose length and breadth are 45 centimeters and 18 centimeters. Also find the perimeter. So while doing such sums, always keep in mind that we have to write all the quantities in the same units. Please remember this always, right? So here we are already given length is equal to 45 centimeter, breadth is equal to 18 centimeter. So they have the same units. Therefore we will write area is equal to length into breadth, that is 45 into 18, which comes out to be 810 centimeters square. So area required is 810 centimeter square. Now we also have to find the perimeter. We know the perimeter of a rectangle is twice L plus B, that is 2 into 45 plus 18, that is 2 into 63, which comes out to be 126 centimeters. Therefore, the required perimeter is 126 centimeters. I hope you got it. Now let's see the question number 2. The question says, find the area and the perimeter of a rectangular plot of land whose length and breadth are 28.5 meters and 20 meters respectively, right? So here we have the length is equal to 28.5 meters and the breadth is equal to 20 meters. Therefore, area of the plot is equal to length into breadth, that is 28.5 into 20 meters square, which gives us final answer as 570 meter square. And perimeter of the plot will be found by using twice length plus breadth. So 2 into L plus B gives us 2 into 28.5 plus 20, that is 2 into 48.5. So finally we get the answer as 97 meters. Therefore the required area of this plot is 570 meters square and the perimeter is 97 meters. Got it? Let's see the next question. Question number 3. Find the cost of cultivating a rectangular field 80 meter long and 35 meter wide at the rate of 15 rupees per square meter, and also find the cost of fencing the field at the rate of rupees 24 per meter. So in such questions also we have to find the area inside the field as well as the perimeter, that is the boundary of the field. So we will proceed as follows. length is equal to 80 meter, breadth is equal to 35 meters. So area of the field is length into breadth, that is 80 into 35, which comes out to be 2800 meters square. Now rate of cultivation is rupees 15 per meter square. That means to cultivate 1 meter square of land, we have to pay rupees 15. So if we want to cultivate 2800 meter square, we will multiply 15 into 2800, which will give us rupees 42,000. Therefore, cost of the cultivation is rupees 42,000. Now, perimeter of the field is twice length plus breadth, which gives us twice of 80 plus 35, that is 2 into 115 meters. Finally, we get 230 meters. Now, rate of fencing, that is for every meter of the fencing, we have to pay rupees 24. So, total cost of the fencing will be the total length around the field, that is the perimeter. So, we get finally cost of fencing as rupees 230 into 24, which comes out to be rupees 5,520. Got it? Now let us see the next question. The area of a rectangle is 630 centimeter square and its length is 35 centimeter. Find the perimeter of the rectangle, right? So in this question we are given the area actually, right? We are given area is equal to 630 centimeter square and length is equal to 35 centimeter. Therefore, breadth of the rectangle can be calculated by taking breadth of the rectangle is equal to area divided by length. So we will divide 630 by 35 and we get the final answer as 18. So we have got the breadth of the field now. Therefore, perimeter of the rectangle can easily be calculated now. Twice of length plus breadth. So we get twice of 35 plus 18, that is twice of 53, which comes out to be 106 centimeter. Now 106 centimeter means 100 centimeter plus 6 centimeters. And 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter. So we can write 106 centimeters as 1 meter 6 centimeters. Now let us see the next question, number 5. The question says a room is 20 meter long and 80 meter broad. Breadth and width means the same thing. Find the cost of carpeting the room with a carpet of width 1.5 meter at the rate of rupees 60 per meter. So we have to find the carpet area here, and we are also given a carpet whose width is given. So if we get the length of this carpet, we will get the area of the carpet required also, right? So how do we proceed in such questions? Just pay attention. We will do it like this. Length of the room is equal to 20 meters and the breadth is 18 meters. So the area of the floor of the room where the carpet is to be laid will be 20 into 18, that is 360 meters square. So area of the carpet required is 360 meters square. But we are given only the width of the carpet, that is 1.5 meters. So we have to find the length of the carpet now, which will be calculated as length of the carpet is equal to area of the carpet divided by width of the carpet, which will give us 360 by 1.5, and finally we get the length as 240 meters. right? So this is the length of the carpet. Now rate of carpeting is rupees 60 per meter, right? So the total cost of carpeting will be rupees 60 into 240, which comes out to be 14400, that is 14,400 rupees, right? Let's see the next question now. This is a case of flooring, right? The question is the total cost of flooring a room at the rate of rupees 85 per meter square is 5100. If the length of this room is 8 meters, find the breadth of this room, right? Total cost of the flooring is equal to rupees 5100 and rate of flooring is equal to 85 rupees per meter square. So total area of the floor will be given by total cost of the flooring divided by rate of flooring. That is 5100 divided by 85. And we finally get the answer as 60 meters square. So we have found the area of the floor. And we are given that length of the floor is 8 meters. So we can calculate the breadth of the floor as area divided by the length. That is 60 divided by 8m, which will give us 7.5 meters. Hence, the required breadth of the floor is 7.5 meters, right? So now let us see the question number 7. The question is, a room is 8 meter long and 6 meters wide. Its floor is to be covered with rectangular tiles of size 25 centimeter by 20 centimeter. How many tiles will be required? Find the cost of these tiles at the rate of rupees 25 per tile. In this question, we will first find the total area and then we will find the area of each tile so as to get the total number of tiles, right? So we will proceed as follows. Length of the room is equal to 8 meters. Width of the room is equal to 6 meters. Area of the floor will be length into breadth, that is 8 into 6, which gives us 48 meters square. Area of each tile is 25 centimeter into 20 centimeter. Now, as I told you that when you are dealing with quantities, you have to make sure that all your calculations are in the same unit. Now here the area is in meter square and we are given the dimension of this tile in centimeters. So we will convert this centimeters into meters. In order to convert any centimeters into meters, you just divide by 100 because 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter. So 1 meter will be equal to 1 by 100 meters. So here we have 25 centimeter is equal to 25 by 100 meters and 20 centimeters as 20 by 100 meter square. So area of each tile will be calculated as 25 by 100 into 20 by 100, which gives us 1 by 20 meter square, right? So number of tiles required will be total area of the floor and area of each tile. So we will divide the total area of the floor by area of each tile, that is 48 divided by 1 by 20, which will be written as 48 into 20 by 1. So we get 48 into 20, which gives us 960. So total tiles required will be 960 and cost of one tile is rupees 25. So finally the cost of 960 tiles will be rupees 960 into 25, which will give us rupees 24,000. Right? Let us see another one. Question number 8. How many square tiles, each of side 0.5 meters, will be required to pave the floor of a room which is 4 meter long and 3 meter broad? Right? So we will proceed like this. Length of the room is equal to 4 meter. Breadth of the room is equal to 3 meters. So area of the floor will be 4 into 3, that is 12 meters square. Now each side of the square tile is 0.5 meters, that is half meters. Therefore area of each square tile is equal to half into half, that is side into side, which gives us 1 by 4 meter square. Therefore required number of tiles will be total area of the floor divided by area of each tile, that is 12 divided by 1 by 4, which is written as 12 into 4 by 1, which gives us 12 into 4 is equal to 48. Hence 48 tiles will be required to pave this given floor of the room. Right? So I hope this concept of perimeter and area is very much clear now. See these three figures I have drawn for you. The first one is a rectangle KLMN. The dotted area will be the area of the rectangle and the perimeter will be the length of the sides, that is KL plus LM plus MN plus NK. Second figure is a square PQRS. The shaded region is the area of the square and the perimeter will be sum of all the sides, that is PQ plus QR plus RS plus SP. And lastly I have drawn a circle with points A, B, C, D on it. So if we want to calculate the perimeter of a circle, it is known as the circumference, which means length of AB plus BC plus CD plus DA. These are the arcs, right? That is, circumference of the circle will be length of the arc AB plus length of the arc BC plus length of the arc CD plus length of the arc DA, right? And area of the circle will be the area inside this. Okay? If you wish to see all the videos of 6th standard mathematics, you can go to the description box of this video. You will find a playlist 6th standard mathematics, or go to the end of the video. You will find an end screen 6th standard mathematics, or check the I buttons during the video. You will get all the links over there. Right? So happy learning. Keep enjoying life. God bless you. Be happy. Bye bye.